Nova Scotia in the house. Rhode Island in the house. Y'all let me know if you can 5x5 it. Oklahoma in the house. Thank you, Judy O. Wow. Around the world. All right, let's get going. All right, James Kaufman, World News Report today. Today is May 31st, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had some whopper CMEs. We've had a Halo CME that's inbound for either tonight or tomorrow morning. It's going to be a real big hit on everyone involved. I'm not quite sure how to handle it, but it's going to be a dead hit, and there's probably several more following and before it hits. So we're just coming out of our geomagnetic storm that were generated by all the solar flares. And those solar flares were on the 27th and 28th of May. So we got really popped hard from those. You can look at our estimated planetary KP index here. And we've had 6 hours of a geomagnetic disturbance today. Nothing on the Fredericksburg, 6 hours on our Boulder. And our college index has shown a lot more activity with 9 hours of a geomagnetic disturbance, and we actually have a G1 geomagnetic storm followed by a G2 geomagnetic storm the middle of the day today. We'll take a look at that on our Discover and ACE satellite and see if that makes any sense whatsoever. All right, this is the 8.2 flare that lasted around 4 or 5 hours. Huge problem. Huge problem. That was followed by 3 more M-class solar flares today. And yesterday we had 2 additional M-class solar flares. And what we're just finishing up with is this last solar flare we had on the 26th. I said the 27th, 28th. I meant the 25th and 26th. So all this activity is coming from the same sunspot. It is Delta class and it's going crazy. That's going to be, of course, wow, we got another one in play. Sunspot 4100. 4100. 1 M flare, 2 M flares, 3 M flares, 4 M flares. We're not even seeing those. We're not even seeing those, guys. Let's see. We're going to count this as an M flare, but 1, 2, 3 is really all I see. It's not what spaceweatherlive.com is telling us. They're telling us that we've had M flares, and this does not cover the initial 8.2 M flare that you see right here, at 8.2. We do have M flares. This is the second one, the third one, and we have this M1 in here at 336. Just check that out here. 336. Excuse me. Why is that in there? Look at that. It's in between 18 and 1900. I just noticed it. It's also from 4100. I've got an idea of what it is now. It might be this little bump. See it right here? This little bump right there. and this was an M8.2 solar flare. It lasted about 4.5 hours. It's a game changer. That's all I can tell you. Everything's been generated except for the last C4 flare, which is nothing, by 4100, AR 4100. This is the large M8.2 explosion. It makes a lot of X flares look like nada, nothing, nunca. We're looking at AIA, and it was a big flare. It released a Halo CME that's going to hit Earth either tonight or tomorrow morning. They put it at over 4 million miles an hour. I don't think that I've ever seen anything come in at Earth at that type of speed. 4 million miles an hour. Incredible. Incredible. So this is AMI. I'm going to show y'all the actual Halo. This is the Halo explosion. We'll watch it through. Look at that. Wow. Dead hit. Dead hit was Earth right in the middle there. This is going to be one to remember. Our shields are down. They're in the south position currently. And let me just tell y'all, if something like this hits with our shields in the south position, which it's going to tonight or tomorrow, at 4 million miles an hour plus, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. And it's just an M flare. Imagine if it was an X45. It's an M8.2. That is what we call a Halo CME, because it makes a halo over the sun that encompasses all of LASCO C3, which is what we're looking at here. C3. Hey, Corey. Hey, Pauline. Hey, CR. Hey, Nixon. Hey, George. California in the house. All right. Let's get this going. I've set this up. Go ahead and play it. We'll be able to see that CME, but there's several other CMEs coming from the same sunspot. They're just not all huge and Earth-directed in 4.5 hours. All the plasma you see coming off the sun right now, there's really nothing on the backside, as I will show y'all in just a moment. Everything's on. Look at this. Look, here it goes. There was the one right before it here. Look at the date. Well, here it is, about to turn right about now. So get ready. About now. Boom. Look at that. Wow. So at 4 million plus miles an hour, 93 million miles away from our star. It's going to be here in less than 40 hours. Let's see, 20 hours, 30 hours, in between, about 25 hours. About 22 hours, if we want to get it real straight. So this occurred at midnight. I say midnight, really it occurred at 7 p.m. last night Central Time, but it lasted till 11:30 p.m. Central Time. And so we're there. We could get hit at any moment. This is a big deal. A big deal. There's 4100 right there. 4100 right there. And 4099, both of them are delta spots, looks like. And we only have 5 sunspots Earth facing. 4096, simple. 4101, simple. 4104, simple. 4100 and 4099, both delta, as complex as they get. So we haven't seen much action out of 4099, but get ready, because it's ready to rumble. Ready to rumble. 1, 2, not named. 3, 4, 5, 6. These two are ready to rumble. 4100 and 4099. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Two Delta class sunspots facing Earth is no joke. Look at this. What I did here, was they're looking for a G4 severe geomagnetic impact. So we've only seen one or two of those in the entire time that I have been doing information or been watching all these instruments. We've never seen anything stronger than a G4 severe geomagnetic storm. I don't even know if there is one, but they're expecting it, very soon. And you can see that, we'll see. We already have winds at 704 kilometers per second. I wonder where it went. It was right here. Oh, there it is. We already have winds at 704 kilometers per second. Nothing looks good here. Our BZ doesn't look good. Nothing. All right. Guys, we're in a proton storm. And with that said, I really need to pull something else up here. Really need to pull something else up here for you guys. If we're in a proton storm, I guess we're in a polar absorption event as well. Oh, wow. We're in a huge polar absorption event. You can see that we've been in a proton storm. Right now, it's at 20 million volts. 20 million volts of protons are entering our atmosphere. They should be charging everyone up. Everyone should just be out there fighting, etc. So it's absolutely crazy, folks. 20 million volts of electricity, all protons. It's a proton storm here. All right. We're going to try to get a look at what's going on today if we can. Shields seem to be up most of the day. Our BZ is up and down, north and south. Looks like we have hit some more space weather, but look at the plasma, 3.73. Look at the plasma here at the top, 6.14. None of that even breaks anywhere near space weather alert threshold. And you can see we went from very strong winds up at 800 kilometers per second. And we're about to shoot back up here. We're at 726, but we're not showing signs of a solar storm or a geomagnetic storm. Although we've seen much lower numbers show exactly that, signs of a geomagnetic storm, right? Crazy situation. Crazy situation. That's all I can say. I would like to let everyone know we're in a polar cap absorption event. That means the protons are being ionized and pouring through the poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. And you're being fried like an egg. Like an egg, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Thank you, Miss Donna. Would she get bit by a wasp? Be careful out there. Look at that radio alternation. Now that's a hit. And remember, this is the M flare. Remember what the X flare did? Absolutely nothing. To the radio alternation, to the degraded frequency, to the X-ray absorption, nothing. Right, over to ACE just to check our work. Nothing broke, 10 centimeters cubed. And solar winds were at 750 all day long according to this. Temperatures are elevated. Are elevated for sure. All right, I'm going to play this anyway, but what they did is they stopped it right before the halo eruption, so it's going to be useless. Save it here and we'll play it. It's already ready to go. How convenient. How convenient, folks. If you watch the timestamp here, we're looking for the 30th at about 2100, 2300 UTC time. And then you see Mercury transiting up here. Look at these two rocks inbound. See them? 3 big rocks. 4 big rocks inbound. Mercury transiting. They're actually going to cut the feed before we're able to see what's going on. Typical situation. And they cut it, of course, right before we're able to see what was going on. See if I can get something good on here for us. All right, STO HMI magnetogram image, folks. Look at 4900 and 3999. Let's see if we can remember that. Did we keep those open yet? 4099 and 4100. Wow, 4099 and 4100. 4100 just looks hellacious, and everything looks like it should. White over black in the northern hemisphere, regular polarity, but delta class down here as well, and that's going to be 4099 right here. Very dangerous sunspots. We have to deal with those for the next 2 days, but not only do we have this huge halo CME that's going to hit tonight into tomorrow, we have at least 2 or 3 others, maybe more, that are going to cannibal up with it, and that's why they're looking for a G4. This could be something, it could be a lights out event, okay? I've never seen plasma move at 4.3 million miles an hour. We've been doing this a long time, guys. Never seen it move so fast. All right. All right. This almost looks like the sun is laughing at us. We got some really mean stuff coming around here, but look, it's the 26th. They haven't changed it since the 26th, and this is Soho. They're hiding so much from us right now. We have no idea what to look for. It's really shitty of them. Let me pick the last one up that we just got rid of here. Now this one is from today, so this is good stuff. But why are they hiding so much? As far as Soho, this coral hole is not Earth facing. It's long gone. The 26 was 5 or 6 days ago. It's gone around the whole limb now. Very, very strange indeed. But typical. This is all we're dealing with on the backside. So any large eruptions you guys see are on the front side of the star. Probably 4100 and 4099, right? Deadly looking sunspots. Deadly. Now I wanted to show y'all. Here we have the pressure again. Earth's moving to the left here. The white part is solar facing. The black part is night facing. This is the atmosphere, and it's moving to the left. The left at I guess about 67,000 miles an hour. Now, it also is moving at you at 544,000 miles an hour, being pulled by our sun. The pressure stays on the backside all day long. It's really, really hard to explain why there's no pressure on the front side with solar winds up above 700 kilometers per second. Why is there only pressure on the backside of the star here? It just makes no sense whatsoever. To me, at least. To me. Here we have a 2-day of our ISWA. And I want y'all to watch the solar wind lines. They try their best. Look, right, pointed right at it. They try their best to pepper this area here. There is a bioshock here. This is Earth here with the white and black. The black parts are atmosphere. As you go around the atmosphere, you can see the moon right here goes 18 and goes 16 right here. So you know exactly what's happening. And everything's pushing tries to be. Look at this. Look at that one. Wow. So no bioshock, and there's pressure from the sun side and from behind us. I see nothing behind us that should give us any pressure. This is one of their new toys, and it's not working worth a darn. The old ISWA was so much better. None of the planets are on their ropes. None of the satellites are out here. I'm just letting y'all see. There's no timing whatsoever. Take a look at the European models. See what they're thinking about here. Wow, they haven't updated them since yesterday. All right. Let's see here, guys. This is yesterday. We didn't see 44 centimeters of plasma. We should be seeing that. And this had to be done before. Look, this was done before the huge CME or solar flare, the M8.2, that lasted 4.5 hours to the time. It was done before that at 2:52 on the 30th. They haven't updated it. I guess it's the weekend. European people do not work on the weekend. They do have solar winds going up, but nowhere near where we're at now. We're at 7 and 800 kilometers per second. So they just wasted billions of dollars, as usual, right? As usual. And then trying to get a look at the planets on a flat scale, which we all know the universe is not flat, the solar system is not flat, we can see, we can see that there is kind of a line up here. And I don't know what the earthquake situation looks like, but we'll take a quick look at it right now. And the moon is not really lined up with anything. As it swings further behind us, especially in that position, lined up with these, and of course, in that position, lined up with Uranus and Jupiter on the, let's see, June 14th, 15th. Looks like we could have some problems. So we're going to have to keep an eye out. But right now, nothing spectacular. We do have a huge CME inbound. It will be hitting tonight. It will be one of the strongest ones that I've seen in my tenure, which is about a little bit over 10 years of watching this star. So y'all hold on tight. It's going to be Headache City, Moan City, Nightmare City. So lots of love, guys. Hey, Johnny Cash, good to see you. Yeah, anything with the poles moving, which drops our magnetosphere and drops our shields, any little thing will wipe us out, but we're going to see some big things, it looks like. So I agree with Dan Gaines there. Any little solar flare could pop us hard. This might take out the grid. This might be, I don't even know if there is such thing as a G5, but this might be a G5 coming in, because we had all those solar flares, and I want y'all to remember them through here with the X flare and then 7 M flares, and then we got hit by them right here. Then we had 2 M flares yesterday, followed by the end of the day's huge M8.2 flare, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 more M flares. So I don't know which actually blew up a coronal mass ejection, but I do know this. I do know that the big flare blew up a coronal mass ejection. So crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, guys. All right, we'll be back shortly with some more information. We're going to do a call-in. Everyone wants to call in, they tell me. Do a call-in. We're going to be going over the news while we call in, but anyone that lives here in the U.S. is allowed to call in. Actually, we ask that you do call in, as long as you keep it YouTube friendly. My platform is your platform. So God bless you guys. We'll be back in about 28 minutes if everything goes well, and we'll go from there. God bless. Get ready. It's going to be a hard hit, a very hard hit.